We just beat the best team on our schedule, man. Oh my gosh. What a game. I was so hype. Um I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start. How we feeling in the chat? Let me know. Let me know how we feeling in the chat. I know we all hype right now. We is 5-4. I think let me see. The Falcons just lose. They did to the Patriots. So the Falcons are sitting at 3-5 right now. We are firmly second place right now in the NFC South. What's up, Trizzy? How y'all doing? How we feeling about the W, man? This is the best team we're gonna be facing all season long, by the way. I hope we all know that this Packers team is gonna be in the race to be in the Super Bowl by the end of the season, and we just beat them um, with a insane defensive performance. Okay, yes, we gave up a lot of yards. You know, a lot of things can be cleaned up in this game, but what a game on defense. By the way, let me know if it sounds good right now because I know it lags a lot. I want to make sure it sounds all good right now. But I mean, this game, I mean, you won this game with the Bryce Young only throwing for 102 yards in the air. I mean, if that doesn't tell you this team is, genuinely a good football team, I don't know what does. And you did that as well against, as I stated many times already, arguably the best team on your schedule. Like this is going to be by the end of the season with the Bills probably going to be like in terms of record wise. We have, the Rams coming up, the Niners coming up, the Bucks coming up as well. I think the Packers are the best team on the schedule, and you just beat them in a dominating fashion with defense. I mean, you didn't give up a ton of yards on the ground like you did last week with James Cook. That's your identity on defense, and you did that. I'm at loss for words right now. I think we all are, man. This is a season changing win. Like this is it just can't really get any better than a win like this on the road in Lambeau in November. Like this is a big time W that we just snagged. Can't get any better. He said, "Playoffs, here we come." I said this before the game. I said if we win this game, this team is playoff ready. I said that. I tweeted that out on Twitter before the game. I said if we go in Lambeau on the road and beat this team, I mean, come on. This is really a no-brainer that we can make the playoffs at this rate. But yeah. What's up, Mike? He said, Fitzgerald with the clutch, bro. The weather condition being so windy, it makes the kick, bro. I was like stressing that entire drive. I was stressing. I was stressing, and then you bring out a rookie kicker in that conditions. 49-yarder, I don't care what side you're on, making that kick is clutch, right? Like again, you pick the side of the field in the beginning of the game because you think one side is more winning than the other. I don't care if you're Fitzgerald making that kick in those conditions, 49-yarder, when you miss an extra point, that same quarter. I mean, it's clutch. It's clutch. Big time kick, obviously, Micah from Fitz there. Bro, I was gonna make the straight up honest with y'all. We beat the top NFC team on their turf. Yeah, it's a culture shifting win. Culture shifting win. Straight up. Like, I don't think there's any other way to put it. It's a culture shifting win, just like you put it, because you win this game, it changes your season perspective, right? Like now teams are actually going to be looking to contend for a wild card spot. Like this is not a game I had us winning. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When I did my live stream Friday night, to kind of break down, the pregame show and everything, I predicted the rest of the season. I had us losing this game and going 8-9. But now you win this game against the best team on their turf on the road. I mean, I think it's pretty clear that, I mean, this is you can make the playoffs. I'm sorry. Like I'm going to say at this point, this is a team that can make the playoffs. Your starting quarterback, who we told y'all last week when we got blown up by the Bills, we needed him to win games, and he goes out there and only gives you 102 yards and an interception, and you're led by Rico Dowdle, who, by the way, I'm going to get to him in a second. But you're led by Rico Dowdle in the defense, who, made plays, did decent. Again, Jordan Love made plays, but he's Jordan Love. It's going to happen. But you do all that in the span of a game and beat the best team in the NFC on the road. This team is capable of making a wildcard spot. Simple. What's up, Max? How y'all doing? How y'all fit, man? This is really a culture shifting win. Like, I really know how to put it. Like, there's so much to get into. Um, at this point, like, I don't know what to start with because obviously the title says we got to give Rico a lifelong contract. I'm gonna touch on him here in a second, but there's so much that we can kind of touch on at this point when it comes to this team and getting this W. There's so many factors. Like, this team is genuinely good. Like, it's good. Like, it's actually a good team, and I'm actually so hyped. What's up, Kenny? Said the sky's the limit for us this season. I don't know if the sky's the limit this season. I think the playoffs are capable for sure. But in like 2-3 years, if Bryce just takes that step, I'm gonna touch on Bryce in a second as well. He will be in the top of conversation on what he needs to do to take that step. Because if Bryce Young is better than this team this season can be a divisional playoff team. I'm being so serious. If Bryce Young can take that step and stop just throwing interceptions and just take that step as a quarterback, this team with Rico Dowdle and, a playmaker, our receiver, and a defense that can actually do, play very well, this team can go and make a divisional playoff game. I'm being so serious. Right now, again, Bryce Young needs to take steps. And I think we all can agree with that. Bryce Young needs to take steps, but winning a game like this with only throwing for 102 yards on the road in the special, the sky's a limit in seasons. Like this season, again, I don't know what the limit is for us. This season. We have to close out the season strong for me to really say the sky's a limit this year. But yes, Ken, like this team is going to be good here in next couple of seasons, especially with how good the young players are playing. Like y'all got to think about it. This team, straight up, this team is full of there's just a year. You have another rookie receiver who is out there making plays no matter what. Like, no, he's out there no matter what, just making plays. He only had 30 yards today. Only had catches in the beginning of the game, about 2 catches. I don't know what his stat line was specifically. I'm gonna go look at that real quick. But again, this is a season-changing W from the Carolina Panthers. A season-changing W. Tet ended with 46 yards. I mean, and we didn't pass the ball well. Think about if Bryce Young takes that step they want him to take in the passing game. That duo is going to be very good in next season, right? What's up, Evan? How you doing? How you feeling? I'm feeling great. We got the W against the best team in the NFC right now, coming into this game on the road to get us to 5-4. Like, I mean, this team. Now, the only way I don't think this team can really do anything, in terms of playoffs, is if we go out next week and lose to the Saints. That's it. But if we can lock in and do what we I think this team's a playoff team. Just I simply do. Yes, Derek Brown hell of a game. I said last week too, after the Bills game, Trayvon Moore played his worst game of the season. Derek Brown, worst game of the season. J.C. Horn, worst game of the season. I said that's not those games from those 3 players are not going to happen again. Trayvon Moore, interception, TFL, physical, great safety. J.C. Horn, I mean, you don't want to throw at him. Had a great, deflection in the end zone to hold him to 3 at the end of the first half. And the Derek Brown, I mean, just throwing guys off of him and just doing his thing, man. I mean, we have a good core. Like on defense, this is going to be one of the best cores in terms of defenders. If we can stay healthy, they're going to be the reason why we go on runs here in 2-3 years is those 3 players, right? Trizzy said, what we did travels anywhere. Absolutely agree. We ran the ball and stopped the run, and I like the halftime adjustments on blitzing on 2nd and 3rd and long. What I didn't like was playing zone on 4th and short. That is the only thing that EJ did not do good today when it came to calling plays. Is I hate the 3rd and shorts, 4th and shorts. We're backing off so easy because then they just dump it off, and Jordan Love made a lot of those plays where he just dumped it off. Other than that, Wallace is working. And I'm going to touch on the young players too. I just did stream on Friday, kind of touching on the young players and the kind of their midseason report card. I mean, we had this past draft and last year draft. I'm telling you right now, Dale Morgan cooked insanely. Like Trevor Wallace is not a liability anymore in coverage. He's doing an amazing job in coverage. Besides that catch that he had on the tight end, still didn't do a bad job. Still was there in coverage. Just a great throw from Jordan Love is going to happen. But he's developing as a linebacker in front of our eyes. Great he is athletically, so we know he can get to the quarterback, stop the run, do all those things. There's things that he needs to tweak when it comes to stopping the run. We're not missing gaps, but in coverage is the reason why he's been so good. Like he is a big reason why this passing defense has taken a step, because him as a linebacker, second-year player, is taking that step. He's taking those steps, and we're seeing it in front of our eyes. But yes, Trizzy, what we did today and what we've been doing in our 5 W's is going to translate. Being able to stop the run, being able to run the ball. I mean, when your starting running back is consistently giving you 100+ yards every time he started this season, the 4 starts he's had, 100+ yards on the ground. Okay. I mean, last week, if you give more carries, he had 70 yards on a limited snap count because Chuba was still in the rotation. If he has a snap count like he did today, he has another 100-yard game. Like this is elite football that's going to translate, as you stated, in big games. Like this is how you want to win games. Stopping the run and running the ball is the formula to win big games and get to the playoffs, right? Like I'll be shocked if we win next week. We'll be 6-4 going to the Rams and Niners, and the Falcons as well. This team is genuinely going to be in the playoff hunt come December. I mean, it's just going to happen. I mean, winning a game like this, it just takes you there. It takes you there. But yes, the only thing on defense was, playing zone on those short plays. I hated it, but that's what he does. Okay. I think we're going to have to just settle with it, but that's what he does. Evan said, I can't believe this. We actually look good on D, or look good. The D was great and the offense was okay, but did what we need, especially go Rico. I mean, dude, like y'all need to realize, like, Rico's legit. Like Rico came in today. I want to see NFL rushing leaders right now. I don't know if it updated yet when it came to running the ball, but Rico's been, let me see, rushing. Rico is, I don't know if it updated, because Rico coming into this game, it says he's at 605. Yeah, he's definitely, okay, 605 is what he was at. He had a 130-yard game. He's going to be back in the top 3. Yeah, back in the top 3 in rushing after this game with Jonathan Taylor and James Cook. And he's only started 4 games of the season, by the way. So, I mean, Rico Dowdle, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I stated this running back position is a year-to-year thing. So it's hard to know what you want to do there. I think Jonathan Brooks is super talented, but if Rico's playing like this, you got to lock him up for 1 to 2 more years. Again, the running back position, unless you're Saquon, unless you're Derrick Henry, unless you're Jonathan Taylor, unless you're Aaron Jones or Josh Jacobs, unless you're those players, you got to give players like this at least 1 to 2 years of contract. Like we have to lock him up. If we let him walk for nothing after easily, if he stays healthy, there should be no reason why he's not here for at least another season. And I don't care if you give him a big contract; it just needs to be 1 to 2 years, because again, the running back position, unless you're those type of players like Chris McCaffrey as well, running back position. Let's say we plug it in. The running back position goes. It just doesn't. It changes every year unless you're one of the best running backs in the NFL. So when it comes to Rico, yes, like what I said, like I think we should extend him. I kind of touched on the Rico and Chuba situation after they said Rico was going to be the starting back this week. I said I don't care. Like he has the high hand. You run that after another game like this, dude. Like there should be no reason. I mean, why he's not a Panther next year at this point. Like you need to hurry up and extend him, because teams are going to be on him quickly. But again, I think because of the way the running back position is in the NFL, you try to just stay, you stay smart with it. Okay, you don't give him 3 years like you did Chuba, because again, look at Chuba, had 1,000 yards and now he's on the trade block. You just never know. Okay, I don't care if you give him $10 million a year. It just needs to be a 1 to 2 year contract to where you can get off of that contract. Let him walk. Don't give him too much. And again, if he proves himself again to get in those conversations in 1 to 2 years, then you go ahead and do that. But that's not Rico talk. I mean, listen. Rico Dowdle is one of the best backs in the league right now. He is top 3 at the moment. I think every fan of the NFL, every team, every coach would want Rico Dowdle as their starting running back over a lot of backs. I just think they would. I mean, he's every game he started this season, he has 100 rushing yards, and he's making an impact running back. I mean, he's just going insane. I mean, it's nasty. It's just nasty. What's up, Rocky? Said we're growing. Great team win. What's up, Plug? What's up, Rock? Man, I'm telling you right now, I'm hype. I'm telling you right now, like, I don't care what happens this week. Like, I don't care. Anything can happen this week to me. The Panthers win this type of game, I'm hyped for the rest of the season. Or sorry, the rest of this week. Now we got to go out there next week and don't overlook the Saints, no matter how much you want to do it. But I mean, I'm sitting here hype than ever. This is a game that I honestly thought when the game started that we could win, but I didn't think we were going to win, if that makes sense. Rico was the best running back on the field today. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He was, and, obviously arguing with Josh Jacobs. But yes, Rico was better than Josh Jacobs. Evan says, I don't care if we lose first round, making the playoffs itself would be a huge accomplishment. For sure. Easily. If we come off that season we did last year and just make the first round and even lose, it's a big accomplishment being able to do that. So. Trudy said, MJ had 2 possible pick sixes if he would just catch the ball. When you see the full view, he had nothing but clean open field to take it out. Still played well. Oh, yeah. That second pick, would have ended the game. I think so. I think he might not get a pick 6, but honestly, all that field that he had on the second, when he dropped it, he's gone at least a 40 to the Packers. Like, you're in field goal range, and you set yourself up. If we lost the game, I would have blamed him. Honestly, like, just being straight up. But it's frustrating, but great game overall. I think but yeah, when it comes to Mike Jack, man, I was frustrated when he dropped the ball for sure, because I thought that game would have, that pick would have definitely ended the game. No matter if a pick 6 or got in field range, it would have been something. Can you please do a quick schedule rundown? How many wins and losses you think we get the rest of the season? Yes. I'm going to do that at the end of the stream, because I did that at the end of the stream last on Friday. I did that at the end of the stream on Friday, but I'll definitely do that now, okay? Because I said 8 and 9 at the end of the Friday night stream. This win changes things. I'm not going to lie to you. This win genuinely changes how I feel. Like, you can get 10 wins from this team. You got the Saints twice, that's 2 wins. The Falcons, that's 3 wins. Just like that, you're at 8 wins. And then if you get one of the Bucs games, that's 9. Just do what you need to do, man. This team is genuinely exciting. Like, if you win 10 games, you're in the playoffs, right? Again, the NFC is loaded right now, but if you win 10 games, you're in the playoffs. 9 games, you might not, just depending. You're not going to win the South, even with, I think, 10 wins, because the Bucs are amazing. But yeah, for sure. I'll definitely show you guys that at the end of the stream, just kind of my prediction when it comes to the game. Okay. But let's kind of go through some of the stats here. Bryce Young, 11 for 20, 102 with the pick, 48.3 passer rating. Did not need it. We didn't need him to do, straight up anything. I'm going to be honest. Ranking down for this game on who won this game for us, Bryce Young's probably not, player 15. Like, he did nothing. I'm going to be honest with y'all. There was nothing that he really did. He made plays with his legs, right, which is why we needed him back. Because, again, he's that much of a factor with his legs, compared to Andy. You saw this week compared to last week. Like, he actually extends plays with his legs. But in the past game, you could tell Dave Canales said, Bryce Young, step to the side. We don't need you. Like, I don't know. But that's my thoughts on Bryce for sure. Rico, 25 for 130, averaging 5.2 yards per carry. He has to be averaging the most yards per carry in the league right now. Like, if forget yards, he has to be at least top 2 with probably Jonathan Taylor in terms of yards per carry. But Rico Dowdle again. I said this. I said Chuba Hubbard, cool. When it was the debate, I said I like both players. I think you keep doing that. Even Friday, I said I think Rico should start, but I think Chuba should get more of the carries. I don't think that anymore, man. I just don't. I don't, because if you're running the ball like this as a running back, you need bulk of the carry. You need to run the ball 25 times. Chuba ran the ball 5 times, averaged 3.4 yards per carry. And Greg Olsen said it on the broadcast today, if you guys, were watching it, that you can see the difference in how they run the football compared to Rico and Chuba. You can see the difference. You see it like on the screen. Like Rico, makes it happen himself, while Chuba Hubbard on the other hand kind of has to wait and be patient, which is why I favor Chuba over Rico in the beginning of the season, because Chuba is patient. If your running back can just do what Rico can do, it doesn't matter how injured you are and how much you have to shift the line. If your player can do that, average 5 yards a carry every single week when you're starting, he is the starter. He is your main back, and he is going to be your main back for the rest of the season. There should be no question mark. This is how the running back position should be, right? Like Chuba gets 5-6 carries, Rico gets 20 carries a game. This is how it should be. Okay, because it's just a clear difference in how they're running the ball. It's just obvious. Okay, it's just obvious. I think Dave Canales did a good job, recognizing it, and just did a good job. I just think just a great job from Dave. I mean, he's progressing as a coach too. Like, if you want to head into Dave Canales talk as well, we can do that right now, because Dave Canales, in terms of progression, is crazy. This team is on a trajectory we haven't seen in a decade. With Matt Rule, all those bum coaches we've had, Dan Morgan being able to draft these last 2 years the way he has, and the progression with the young players, compared to Dave Canales learning and growing as a first-time head coach, just making decisions, like throwing the challenge flag. A lot of coaches don't do that. Like, he had a gut instinct that was an incomplete pass, even though it wasn't. A lot of coaches don't pull that flag out because you're not, but he was like, we're doing that because it doesn't matter. Okay, Dave Canales is a great head coach. A lot of people wanted him fired at the beginning of the year. He sucks as a coach. The problem with this fan base is that we don't give players or coaches enough time to prove themselves. Okay, we just don't. And Dave Canales, one thing he has done is he's proving himself slowly as a head coach at this point in the season. He's proving himself. I think we can all agree he is proving himself. I mean, he is starting the season bad again, just learning. Okay. Listen, he wanted Chuba last 2 weeks, figured out we got to go to Rico, and he's done it, right? He's learning as a head coach, and it's right there. Like, again, if you want to discuss the progression with Dave, we got to do that as well, because he is part of the reason why we're in this position right now, because of his decisions, right? Because of how he's been able to call games and get better by the game, just getting better when it comes to calling first down, second down, third down, fourth downs. Like, he's not calling bad plays. It just seems like every drive is coordinated well, right? He knows what's working. He said, man, you're not making big plays for me right now in the pass game. Rico was giving me 5 yards a carry. Let's just give him the 25 times on the ground, right? There's going to be games this season that Bryce is going to be needed, but when your running back's doing that, you stick with that. And that's what he's been saying since the beginning of the year, is that our foundation is the run game. Okay. At the beginning of the year, he didn't do that, right? He was forcing the pass. It seemed like last couple of weeks, even with Chuba, we've ran the ball. It seems like we actually have a foundation as an offense that we haven't seen in years, which is we're running the football because we have a running back that can give you 5 yards a carry. Why not, continue to do that? Let me see, get some of these chats real quick. What's up, man? He said, Michael Strahan said the Packers have better players than the Panthers. We could unleash our weapons at wide receiver, and Bryce picked dude. Bryce had the drag wide open, definitely forced it. Listen, that entire Fox crew, they disrespect us every week. I can't wait until next week. I hate it. I actually hate it so much. But that Bryce interception was bad. It was a bad throw. I didn't even see the safety personally. I was shocked when it was picked because I was confused. But it was a bad throw from Bryce, a bad decision. I mean, XO didn't get separation. I knew he was trying to do what he was trying to do. But, I mean, the safety, and you had Coker on the drag route, wide open. He tried to force it. But, again, the safety, I understood why he threw the ball, because when you're quarterback and you're looking that way and you see the safety bite down at first, and he wasn't in coverage yet. So I don't do it, but it was an inaccurate throw as well. Like, if you're making that decision because so far to the outside, you need to put the ball on your back shoulder. And he just didn't do that. I mean, it's incomplete by a mile, so it was a bad decision from Bryce, a bad pick. But we need him today, to be honest with you. Rico went crazy. The defense did enough, got turnovers. It was a big game. It changes everything. I was in the stream when you did it, but that win changes everything, man. It does. Man, it does. But Evan, what do you think we're going to do when it comes to record prediction? Think we 10-win team now after this game? You think we 9-win team? Let me know what y'all think we are after this game. Curious to hear what y'all think is our prediction by the end of the season. Is it going to be 10 wins, 9 wins? I think that's kind of where I lie right now. This game gives us, I think, 2 more wins to my prediction, which was 8. I think it does. We keep pounding. Now we back to above 500. What's up, Wes? How you doing? How are you feeling about the W? We good? What's up, Davey said. What's up, bro? I'm so proud of our team. I saw you keep believing, and I'm so happy for you. Keep pounding, bro. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Keep pounding. Let's go. Dowdle the bell cow for real. Yes, he is. What said we have already tied our win total from last year. That's progress. Yeah, man. It's progress for sure. Honestly, that's what we need. Just progress. You know, what we need is progress, and this is more. I think this is better than what I thought. Honestly, I came into this week not thinking we were going to beat the Packers. Like I did not. Yeah, trust me, I'm hyped right now. I was hyped after that kick. I did not think he was going to make it, to be honest with y'all. Tracy said, Rico definitely earned his paycheck today from his performance while it was clearly obvious that he was fighting through pain. Thank you for bringing that up. Because Rico was clearly banged up on a lot of those drives, and he still gave you 5 yards of carry. I mean, it's kind of crazy, to say the least, how good Rico Dowdle is. Again, I will be surprised if he's healthy through the end of the season and we continue to give him starting carries and he's not locked up for 1 or 2 more seasons minimum. It's just going to be wild to me. And Chuba Hubbard is generally on trade block now. Like I was kind of like, why is he on the trade block? I think he's, after this week, I think you got to consider in terms of not trading him. Now, if you wanted to trade him for someone we actually need, I mean, after this game, we should be in trade conversations for getting a player that we need, like for a position, like another corner would be amazing. A linebacker would be amazing. Even though linebacker play has been much better, be my choice because the edge room is not good. Like it's just not. They want him. You have to have a sack. Nick Scorin was all right today. I mean, listen, he's a rookie. When we drafted him, I said he's very, very raw when it comes to getting after the quarterback when it came to pass rush. It's just coverage sacks. The games it's really coverage sacks when it comes to Nick Scorin. But Princely is really our best pass rusher in terms of just ability, and he only plays 25% of the snaps, which I don't like from Ajay Rivera. I wish he really got him at least up to 50 because he deserves it as a pass rusher, and we need it. I mean, we need pass rush a lot. But yeah, when it comes to Rico, man, I mean, we could touch on him the entire stream from the way he's been able to play as a starter on this team this season. Like we can really just touch on Rico Dowdle the entire stream. This stream could be an hour long, and we can just talk about Rico Dowdle because at the end of the day, that's how good he's playing right now. But we haven't touched the defense yet, So I'm gonna get through some of the stats here. I mean, Jimmy Horn had 1 rush for 7 yards. Again, Jimmy Horn's ability, you could tell he brings a different level skill set to this receiver room. And I've been saying that when we drafted him, like he just brings a different skill set. He's going to be a great receiver in this league. Like I will be shocked if in 2 years, when he continues to develop, he's not a starter on this team. I'll be shocked if he's not a starter at receiver because, I mean, he's that good and he's that explosive. T-Mac, 4 catches, 46. XL, 1 catch, 22 yards. Great catch from XL, by the way, on that third. I don't know if it was a third down, but either way, great catch in the middle of the field for him. Jalen Coker, 1 catch, 9 yards. I want to see more from those 2 players. Simply, I want to see more from XL and Jalen Coker. We did not pass the ball a lot today. I'm not going to blame any receiver today, by the way. None. because that would be stupid. Like, I'm not going to blame, like, T-Mac probably could have had 100 yards this game the way he started if we passed the ball more. But we didn't. I'm not going to blame nobody today for anything in terms of the receiving game, because, we didn't pass the ball that much. We did not need to pass the ball that much, so Bryson Tremaine had 1 catch, 8 yards on that big third down. I hate that Mitchell Evans is still not getting a lot of touches. He's not on the field that much. It is what it is, but I want to see Mitchell Evans more. He's been very good this season when he's on the field. On the defense side of the ball, Christian Roseman with 15 total tackles. That has to be a season high this year. 15 total tackles. He was out there making plays. Trevor Wallace, 9 total tackles. Was out there making plays. Had a QB hit. Turk had a sack today and a TFL. 7 total tackles for Turk. Lathan Ransom, not a bad game today. I want to watch his film because I did put him on my Friday stream when I did the kind of the mid-season rundown. I did have him in the C tier in terms of how he's done the first half of the season. He's just bad in coverage, but I want to see, like, if I look at the film and he was, good, I might do a Lathan Ransom breakdown this week because I want to see progression from Lathan. But he had a good game in terms of tackles, and he was out there making plays in terms of tackling. In that sense, he had a good game. But I want to see more in coverage. When I turn on the all-22 this week, I might do a Lathan Ransom breakdown. We'll see. Trev, what is it? Let me see. Derek Brown, 4 total tackles. And then obviously I'm not going to touch on, listen. Trevor Morgan, 5 total tackles, 2 TFLs. He had 2 TFLs today. Before the end of this week, or at the end of this week, I said that he's on pace as a safety in the NFL for 14 TFLs. He's at like 8 TFLs now in the season. That's kind of nasty. It's kind of insane, to be honest. But again, we have a really good 3-man core on defense. And if Trevor continues to, take steps, we get our rookies to, continue to take steps at the edge position, we'll be good on defense. Evan said, yeah, is nuts, dude. He actually goes 4th down and makes moves. Yeah, I'm telling you, like, it's different. It's different from Dave. Like, this is not what I'm used to seeing. Like, he's a ballsy head coach, and it's just, he's learning. Like, he actually has, the brain power to actually make good calls. And again, that challenge call, he was wrong, but I like the challenge because at the end of the day, he's seen the bobble, and you just take the challenge there. It's a 3rd down. If you win the challenge, it's a 4th down, you get the ball back. I love the play call from Dave on that challenge. I loved it. I thought it was incomplete as well, but even when they show the replay, when they overturned it or when they kept it and they let it stand that it was a catch, I still love the call because, you got to make those calls. In a tight game against the best team in the NFL, you got to go for it on 4th down a lot, and you did it. And you got to make challenges like that. You just got to. Wes said, I agree, we had the right coach for this team. Yep, we do. We do. Finally. Finally. She said, the more we run the ball, the less pressure takes off Bryce and the offensive line. It simplifies things. Absolutely. And I was like, dude, like and let this sink in as well, okay? Just for y'all that are Panthers fans and love this W, let it sink in even more that we won this ball game. And our starting quarterback threw for 102 yards against the best team in the NFC on the road. That is insane. That shows you the defense that we have, and that shows you the running back that we have, right? It just does. What more do we need to say? If anybody's concerned that this team isn't good, for example, like if you're that level of just like, I don't know if this team's good, then I don't know what to tell you, to be honest. I just don't. But just let that sink in for all y'all. Bryce threw the ball for 100 this game and went out there and we won the game against the best team in the NFC coming into this game on the road. What a game. What a game. This team is talented. I don't care what anybody says. We're making the playoffs. At this rate, if we stay doing this every week, you had the Saints twice. That's 2 W's in your pocket. That's 7 wins. And then you just get 2, 3 more. You're in the playoff hunt. I'm trying to find my charger. Like, you are in the playoff hunt, no question, if you're the Carolina Panthers. I think we win 9 and 10-ish, honestly closer to 9, though. Yeah, true. I had us before the end of this game, or sorry, on Friday on my stream, I had, you guys, sorry, you did watch it, but a lot of people in here probably didn't. But I had us 8 and 9, and I had us at 8 and 9 with the loss to the Packers. So that means basically you get an extra win. I think with this W today, I think you get another win that I probably had us losing. So in my opinion, this team might be a 10-win team, to be honest with you, which means you go 5-3 the last 8 games. Like, that's possible. That is possible to do if we continue to do this. The disrespect throughout the league for the Panthers football is actually making teams underestimate what we got to offer. Rico stays and the D can get a little more pass rush. We might make 9. Yeah, I mean, I actually like the underdog. I do. I like being the underdog every single week because it gives us this type of – it just gives us an edge. It just does. Soon we won't be underdogs. Like, soon against teams like the Falcons coming up, maybe the Niners, for example, if we have the same record as them heading into that game, we might not be an underdog. We might not be. It just depends, but we'll see. Or 10 wins. I honestly think we're closer to 10 wins than 9 because me personally, I had us to 8 and 9 before this week. So that could be why. But yeah, I mean, listen, this team is good, man. This team is good. Hold on one second. What's up, SC Panthers? Said big win. Big time W. Big time W. Where do you think we sit? What do you think we doing? 9 wins, 10 wins, over? Y'all keep seeing my mic is lagging still. I don't know if it's the Wi-Fi, because this is a different room. I don't usually go live in here, but we moved, so now I'm in here. It's annoying. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna try to find something different because I hate the mic delay on here. But I don't know if it's my computer. I got so much stuff plugged in. I don't know if it's the Wi-Fi just making it slow, letting it lag, but it's no lag, so it has to be just my computer being stupid. But we gonna figure it out. Trust me, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm just trying to figure out why it's just the mic delay. Yeah. No complaints about Canales. Last time that happened was Wilkes. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, he reminds me of Wilkes. Just run the ball. I mean, that's what he's been doing so far, and his defense is genuinely good. Like, let's acknowledge low key just how good Trevor Wallace has been. Like, that's honestly my biggest thing is how good he's progressed. Let me unplug my mic and plug it back in. We good now? We good now? But yeah, I absolutely agree, Evan. And David Tepper got better. Yeah, I mean, just being more hands off as an owner, that's what we needed from him. And we're here now. We're here now, and he's letting us do what we need to do as a franchise. I love it. As far as the defense, they played a sensational game. They created turnovers and put the pressure on the top of the. They put pressure on one of the top quarterbacks in the league. We took advantage of their guards on defense, and we got pressure. Yes, spot on, Trizzy. Great game. Again, we gave a lot of yards, but that's a lot of like just Jordan Love being Jordan Love. In terms of what we needed to do to limit him, we did that. I mean, he threw in triple coverage twice. He could have had 2 picks, maybe 3 picks, right, with that Mike Jackson drop as well. We took advantage as well. I mean, that A gap was opening up multiple times for Christian and Trevin Wallace on blitzes. Ajay Rivera called a great game, by the way, when it came to doing a lot of blitzes and stuff. I mean, yeah, great game, great called game from EJ as well. So yeah, absolutely. I want to see a stat line overall for the Packers. Jordan Love, 26 for 37, 273, 1 pick, no touchdowns for Jordan Love, which is interesting. Josh Jacobs, we held him to 5 point. He had 5.1 yards per carry, had a touchdown, held him to under 100 yards though. So overall, we limited Josh Jacobs. That's what we needed to do. That's what we needed to do. Romeo Doubs, 91 yards. Christian Watson, 58 yards. Luke Musgrave, 34. Again, we limited the offense. We did enough, as you said, Trizzy. We played a great game today, especially forcing turnovers for the offense to continue to go out there. We limited the run game, limited the pass game, big plays. Besides that, couple catches again downfield. But other than that, we did our thing. Dan the man, top tier GM, need to tie him down, long contract. Agree. Dan Morgan has done his thing, man. These last two drafts, again, I said it Friday night. A lot of y'all missed the stream. But Friday night, man, I just broke down midseason grades from Dan Morgan's last two drafts. Everybody it was an A, B tier, besides Lathan, Jatavion, and Excel. But today, all three of them made impact, maybe besides JT, but two of them made impacts today. And you're just getting better. You're seeing progression from young players, the ability to draft that Dan Morgan's been able to do. Amazing. You should do record prediction. I'm excited to see what you got to say. All right, I'm going to do that. Pull that up real quick. Screen share the victory speech. Yeah, we'll do that. Trizzy said we just put the NFC on notice. You know it. All right, I'm going to do the record prediction. I'm going to pull up the schedule for you guys real quick. Let me screen share for you guys, and let's head into this prediction. Now, this is post stream on Friday, which I had to say 8 and 9. So hold on, let me get myself in here real quick. Cool. All right, we good, we clear, cool. Let's go by one by one. Saints W, Falcons W. So now we're sitting at 7 and 4. Oh, that feels 7 and 4 already. Just feels so nice as a Panthers fan. Like I don't want to get excited. But does that not feel amazing? Saying 7 and 4, we could potentially be in 2 weeks. That's crazy. Like, that's insane. Okay, so we got that game. We have the Niners on the road. I think I'm at the point now, I think we split these 2 games, to be honest with you. Just because of getting that win, I think we're capable of it. The Niners, what are the Niners' record? We know they're good. But, yeah, they're 6 and 3. They beat the Giants today by 10. I just don't know which one we lose. Okay, so we have the Rams at home, but I think the Rams match up against us better than we do like against the Niners. So I think we're gonna beat the Niners on the road and we'll lose to the Rams, just because I think the matchup against the Rams is tougher, in my opinion, than the Niners. I think we can stop them and play our game of football and win the game, right? The Rams have talent everywhere, so it'll just be hard to win that game. So right now we're sitting at 8 and 5 at the moment with those 2 split games. Saints, boom, 9 and 5. Buccaneers at home. Honestly, I think we lose both the Bucs games. I think we beat the Seahawks at home. We end the season 10 and 7. I came into the stream on Friday saying we are going to be 8 and 9. We are going to be 10 and 7 to end the season. How does that sound? Like, is that not amazing? Like, does that not sound good and realistic for you guys? Let me know. 10 and 7 is my prediction. Evan, let me know. 10 and 7. I think we can do it. I mean, looking at the schedule, it's capable. I think we match up well against the Seahawks. I think we do. That's why I split that. The Bucs, realistically, if I wanted to be petty, I could say we split that one and we get 11 wins. But you know what? I'm gonna be realistic. I'm gonna say 10 and 7. Because again, in the NFL, you lose games you're not supposed to. You win games you're not supposed to. It just happens. So I'm gonna say 10 and 7 realistically. Either way, I think we get 10 wins. If we split the Bucs and lose to the Seahawks, for example, or right? I mean, we beat the Saints and lose to the Falcons, for example, and we might get both Tampa games, and you beat the Seahawks as well. It just depends. Or no, sorry, you split the Bucs and you get the Seahawks. And there's a lot of ways to get to 10 wins with this team. I just think 10 wins is fair. Looking at the schedule, I think it's fair. Tracy said, I think we can beat the Bucs in Charlotte. I think so too. It just depends. It depends on what happens, right? Like if we're both in contention in that game to win the South, like if we go in Charlotte, right? And let's say the Bucks lose a couple more games, you go in there, we're down one game for the South. Because again, I had us going into the Bucks game at 5 losses. I think that's 9-5 going into the Bucks game. I mean, what they are 10-4, and you're going to that game with the chance to win and take the first place of the South. If you do that, yes, we can win the game. I think so. But I'm going to kind of keep it realistic. I had us splitting the Rams and Niners, which I think is fair anyway. Yeah, Trey, I think that's fair. I think we can split that. So realistically, there's a path for 11 wins, but we're the Panthers. You know, we're going to lose a game. We're not supposed to. Like the Falcons could be a loss. I mean, on the road, it's a divisional game. We beat them the first time. The Saints, no reason why I should lose to the Saints one time. If we lose to the Saints even one time, I won't be happy. You just shouldn't do that. But 10-7 is my prediction. Could go to 11. Well, I think 9-7 wins is fair. No matter what you hit there. Like no matter what, I think this team is going to be in playoff contention. Like you get to December, you're in contention to make the playoffs. Is it going to happen? Who knows? But I think you're going to be in contention. I think 9 wins probably won't get you in there just because the NFC is really good this year, and it's a deep conference. But overall, there's a chance to make the playoffs in 2025 for the Carolina Panthers. Wow. Did not think I was going to say that. Did not think I was going to say that. We almost beat them last season if it wasn't for that Hubbard fumble. Plus, we had less talent than this year. Agree. Absolutely agree. I'm going to see for Evan, for you. I'm going to see that victory speech, see if it's on there. See real quick. See if they have it up there, I'm going to share it with y'all for sure. Interesting. See if it's on Twitter real quick. Might be on Twitter. Let me see. For you guys. Because I don't think the victory speech is up yet. Might be true. Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's up yet. But we have the press conferences. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's up yet. It will be up probably a couple hours. I mean, you know they post it every W we get, but it'll probably go on the either YouTube. It's definitely on Twitter all the time if you have Twitter, Evan, but it'll be on YouTube probably as well. They'll probably post it. But last thing I do want to touch on, we haven't really touched on the defense yet. I do want to touch on Nick Scoren. Just for the sake of talking about the young players and the progression that they're going through. Nick Scoren is a raw player, right? Like when we drafted him, it was going to be that way anyway. But I'm curious the all-22. Watching the game again live, I didn't really feel good about the performance in terms of getting pressure consistently. I didn't. But, you know, hold on a second. I want to see his stats again. I know he had about 6 tackles probably. No problem. Let me see. My bad, y'all. But yeah, for Nick, he had 6 tackles. But for Nick, when it comes to like his performance, again, the run game, it's clear and obvious. He's very good against the run. But pass rush, there needs to be growth. From my boy Nick Scoren, because I mean the sacks he has this year so far, really besides 1 sack, the other 1.5 that he has was a coverage. We're all coverage sacks. Okay. And just kind of given to him. I want to see more pressure just consistently. Like Princely, every time he's out there on pass rush, I think there's more ability just there as a pass rusher from Princely than Nick. But he's a rookie. I'm not going to down him for it. Is already being good against the run. Not a lot of pass rushers are good against the run as good as he is right now. You saw the impact today as well. Like the all-22 is probably going to show it even more, but the impact that Nick does have against the run, we know it's there. So if he can just get better, just using those moves. I mean, we've seen him today as well. Honestly, there are a couple of clips against the pass rush that he did, getting behind the tackle, kind of using his leverage, his speed around the edge to get around the right tackle consistently. He was doing that. Like he was doing that a couple times today, but there's just, I want to see consistency. Then whenever I feel like the power is used, he doesn't get pressure. Just it's not there. But again, he's a rookie. There's going to be progression. Already being good against the run gives you really a high ceiling, or like a low floor already, because not a lot of pass rushers, edge rushers are good against the run already. Like there's not a lot. Like you're usually an edge rusher to be like Brian Burns. I mean, we knew he was a great pass rusher, but against the run, I haven't really seen him against the run this year in all 22 or anything, but that would be probably my thoughts. On the Panthers, he was the same way. Really good against the pass, not that good against the run. If you're good against the run, your floor is really high. Like Princely, ceiling is through the roof because of his ability to get at the quarterback, but the stopping the run is not as good as Nick scoring. So it's going to be interesting, the development that they have this offseason, just continuing this season, how they're going to progress in those areas. DJ Wanham is just a player. He gets pressure. Like DJ Wanham's different because he has not got a sack this year yet, but there's consistent pressure from DJ. Like you can see the impact that he does have in terms of getting pressure at the very worst, but it's just like he's not getting sacks, which, I mean, when you're a starter and you're the main player on the edge, which snaps wise he is, I want to see him close on some sacks, but he has none in 9 games. I like Mike Jack, but I'm not going to lie, he scares me a lot. He let some big plays happen. I think he would be a better corner if he guarded the third string, and we would get a better corner bear second guy. Spot on, Evan. Spot on. Yeah, Mike Jack's very inconsistent, and we've seen that this year against the best receivers that we've played. George Pickens, Jalen Waddle. He's been giving up a lot of big plays. Yeah, I think it would be better even if he guarded the second best receiver every single week. I think it'd be game to game thing. Shaw, I think, has been better as a corner this year as Mike Jackson consistently. But he has made the bigger plays like Mike had. That's the thing. Like Mike Jackson, when he's good, he's good. When he's bad, he's really bad. He's probably the worst corner on our team. But yeah, I agree with that when it comes to Mike Jackson. I'd seen Rick Woolen on the Seahawks is going to be a guy that on the trade block. If you trade for a corner, I think that would be a good one to trade for. But I think right now we need pass rush more than anything. If you want to trade for like a guy like Kayvon Thibodeau, because the Giants have an insane influx of pass rushers, like you could do that. And Chuba could be I seen a package where we traded Chuba and we got Kayvon Thibodeau. I think we traded like a 4th-round pick as well with that in that package. I wouldn't mind that because Kayvon would come in here as your best pass rusher right away. He hasn't really been good this year, to be honest with you. But again, because the Giants already have Abdul and Brian Burns who are better than him, he's on the trade block. But I think he would come in here probably as your best pass rusher. And you got this win. I think we should start talking about trade possibilities for us. Like, I'm not saying go out there and trade the fence for one of the best players like Trey Hendrickson, because at the end of the day, he's old and you're not there yet. You're not there yet as a team to just go out there and trade a 1st-round pick and just say, let's go all in. That's next season, hopefully. Let's hope that next season is the year that we make a run, like an actual run in the playoffs. This is a stepping stone, but you don't go out there and make a trade after a game like this, in my opinion. Trizzy said, it's crazy how we got this win based on the major injuries that we have going on into this game. That shows the identity of our squad. Not gonna lie, I don't think he was going to win. Glad I was wrong. Spot on again, Trizzy. Yeah, it's insane. And it was crazy. We also put in another 74 on the line after Chandler Zavala went down. Yeah. I mean, the injuries offensive line are getting bad, but when your running back is continuously doing this with continuously just injuries, like it's just, I don't know. It's just it don't matter. And Bryce Young is a dog. Like just in terms of just being able to run the ball, he just extends plays with his legs. And you saw it today. Like he didn't play a great game in the passing game, but with the ability to extend plays with his legs was evident again today. Right. It just is. And the offensive line being bad, he had time today actually, but when he needed to roll out and make plays, he did it. Right. And that's really the biggest thing from Bryce. I think that was the best thing that he had. And we say, yeah, the injuries have been bad. They have. It's going to be interesting how we kind of maneuver them. Good thing we're not too injured, like to the point where it's like, oh my gosh, like what are we gonna do? Like we're cooked. It's just the O line, and when your quarterback is pretty good at making plays with his legs, it's gonna be fine. I think we'll be okay. With the injuries, you just can't get too bad, right? And Icky played a great game today too, by the way, which we have not touched on Icky, but Icky today, besides the false start, stopped Michael Parsons pretty well. Like he held his own as a left tackle today against one of the best pass rushers in the league. Pass rush would be nice. You said predict who you think will be who we will get before the trade line. Let me see some of the players in the NFL. Overall, let me see some of the biggest names when it comes to pass rushers. Let me see. Let me see all the current NFL trade candidates real quick. Let me see the positions. I'm going to look at edge. All right, I'm going to share my screen real quick with you guys to kind of show you guys some of the options when it comes to this. Is just a bunch of guys on here. Like this could be completely wrong in terms of like, all the players. But this is kind of really what it would be. Let me get to this real quick. Okay, so you see here, obviously Trey Hendrickson. I don't want to trade for him. He's 31. You would have to give a first-round pick. We're not there as a team to take on the cap space and all that to kind of, to get a player like that. In my opinion, I don't think we're there yet. Arden Key at the edge, Bradley Chubb. Kayvon Thibodeau's down here. He's young. Azeez Ojulari. He was pretty good. I don't know how he's been doing this year. In terms of the pass rushers, they're not really anything insane here, in my opinion. Obviously, if you wanted to go young, you could go even Arnold Ebiketie for depth, really kind of purposes. But I don't think there's anybody here really there for pass rusher. I see corner, because corner is another position that I think would be. See, Rick Woolen, 26 years old, would instantly come in here and be probably our second best corner on this team. Cam Taylor-Britt wouldn't be bad. Alontae Taylor. There's probably better corners in the for trade candidates right now than there are for pass rushers. What else will we see? Linebackers. Jalen Phillips, obviously, would be a good one. Logan Wilson, I've heard him being thrown around there as well. DeMario Davis, no, too old. Keon White, Pete Werner, cool. So yeah, the trade market's not bad. It's not bad. I think corner would be kind of where I would probably go there. Like that's probably what I would say overall. But Rick Woolen is probably my top kind of trade target at the moment, just because he would. I don't know. Let me see some of these. Mike Jack is not a starter, but I can't fault his heart when it break the bank. Yeah. True. Agree. I mean, Mike is out there when he's making plays. A lot of batted balls, all that. So I agree with that. Speaking of Mike Jackson, do we want to see more live reps from Thorin? Me, honestly, yes, absolutely. Corey Thorin has earned reps, in my opinion. He has earned reps. Like, he has. He has earned reps this season to play. What's up, Corbin? Fitz do good. Ryan so good. Facts. Mike has zero pressure. Yeah, I think this was his first zero pressure game in 2 years. I couldn't remember exactly what was said on the broadcast, but we stopped him. We actually stopped Michael Parsons today. There was nothing that he was able to do for the Packers. Bro, you and Panthers Advice are both my favorite Panthers fans and YouTubers. I don't know if you know him, but you guys are both great. Yeah, I actually do know Panthers Advice. First of all, appreciate it, man. Appreciate the love always. But yeah, we were supposed to do a stream actually earlier this season. I'm gonna still try to, we're still gonna try to figure that out to do a stream. That would be pretty fun to do with him. He's one of my favorite as well. In terms of just Panthers content creators, just as a person and everything, I also agree with him or with you on that. YouTubers, people in the Panther space, he's definitely up there with my favorite as well. But appreciate the love, man. Why didn't Love run today? Did he even run once? I'm talking about, Jordan Love? Yeah, he said, I think he had a yard on the ground today. But yeah, he ran once, only got a yard. Oh, yeah, he did on that slide. And I think it was a third down. Not third down, second down. He only got a 1 yard on a slide. But we contained him. I mean, there's a lot of plays that he was scrambling for his life. I mean, we did a good job containing the edges on Jordan Love today, which is a big reason why. And just the coverage being so good lately, I mean, that's why we were able to contain it. Chuba for Thibodeau? Yeah. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. Can we pour one out for my boy Chuba? Nothing happened. I just hate that one of my favorites losing. He's our position for the foreseeable future. Yeah. Listen, I love Chuba too. One thing is for sure, if he does leave, which right now at this rate, I will not be shocked if he is traded either before the deadline or after the season. It doesn't matter. He's going to go to a team and be good. Like, he had 1,000 yards. I will be shocked if he gets traded or something and leaves and he's not good and he just falls off. I just don't think that's going to be – I don't think that's going to happen because Chuba Hubbard's a very talented back. We know this. But, yeah, Chuba, one of my favorite players, people-wise, just as a player as well. I love Chuba too. Listen, when he does leave, I'm going to be rooting for Chuba for sure. One of my favorite players in the league. We also finally have a kicker. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. We've been waiting, man. We've been going through kickers like quarterbacks the last 4 seasons. But yeah, we do finally have a kicker as well. Happy about that for sure. But listen, I'm hype. I don't know about you guys, but this is a big time win to kind of continue the season. Man, this is a big win. Big win, man. I'm telling you right now, this week with videos, we're coming tomorrow, we're making a video. We're doing all 22. We're going live Friday night. We're going live Sunday. We're going to be full this week. I'm telling you, I'm going to hook you guys up with videos this week. We didn't make a video last week at all, but we did go live obviously Friday and today. I was busy this week, but I'm trying to be as consistent as possible for you guys every single week, giving you at least 2 videos and at least 1 stream a week. It's kind of where I'm at when it comes to what I want to do with videos, but we will get some more videos out this week. I promise you. I'm not going to go 0 videos without you guys this week. It was the last week we had Andy Dawn playing was so bad. I didn't know what to make a video about. But this week, there's going to be something. I'm going to pick out something from film. If it's Trevin Wallace, we haven't done a film breakdown on him yet. Lathan Ransom. Maybe we might do young players, just like the second-year players, how they've been able to continue to progress. We'll see. But, yeah, we'll see. Corbin said, didn't even know Meow Mix, but thankfully they quit for him without them. That's wild. But yeah, we are 4-1 without them. That's kind of true. We are 6-4. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, the Saints should be winning. We will be the Panthers to lose this to the Saints next week, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it is. If this team is legit, we don't lose to the Saints. Just simple. But yeah, we've been streaming for an hour, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Like, this is streaming every single Sunday. Y'all showing up and always showing love in the chat, and we gonna have big things for this channel. I promise you guys. We hit 1,000. I'm just still in school, so I work too. So it's a lot that I'm trying to juggle right now. But when I'm done, and I'm gonna be doing this a lot more, and just really putting all my time and my all in this for you guys consistently, like more than I already am. But I do this because you guys show up for me. Simple. Like, if you guys weren't, showing up every single stream, every single video, I probably still wouldn't be doing this today. So you guys are the reason why I keep showing up. Guys like Trizzy, Corbin, Evan, Caleb's not in the chat right now, but he always be showing up as well. All y'all. So, yeah. I have to give credit where it's due. Corbin played great, especially with that block for Young on that scramble. He put, that was a big block for sure from Austin Corbett. We might be 7-4. I think we playoff team. Yeah. If we beat the Saints and the Falcons, I think we can book a play. Unless we get injured insanely, if we win the next 2 weeks, I think we are a playoff team. I do. I do. So, yeah. But we're going to head out. We've been on the street for an hour. Just look out for some all 22, just some videos this week. We'll try to go live Friday night as well, like we did this past week. And then obviously we'll be back next week after the Saints, after we give belt to the Saints next Sunday. Man, 5-4 feels amazing. To tell y'all right now, you guys have a good night. You guys enjoy some more football tonight. If you guys are Hornets fans, hopefully get a win tonight against the Jazz. But you guys enjoy some football tonight. And then I will see you guys next Friday, potentially on my next stream.